We begin our Sunrise Smart Start with breaking news overnight. A Rochester woman is in the hospital after police say she was shot at a home in the city's southwest side. Officers were called just before midnight to the home on Thorndale Terrace and Galler Alley, just off West Ave, where they found the 29-year-old victim suffering from a gunshot wound to her upper body. She was rushed to the hospital and is expected to be okay. No suspects are in custody at this time. Police say a juvenile is in custody after they were on a foot chase on the city's west side. Officers were called to Chilai Avenue near Lozier Street around 11 p.m. for reports of a stolen Hyundai SUV. When they arrived, they located the vehicle but say the person inside took off. They are now charged with grand larceny and criminal possession of stolen property. When asked, police say the age of the suspect would not be released at this time. The Pima County Sheriff's Department confirms authorities have released a man detained earlier as a person of interest in connection with the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie. The person was reportedly detained at a traffic stop on Tuesday in a city south of Tucson. This development comes 11 days after Nancy Guthrie, the mother of Today Show co-host Savannah Guthrie, was first reported missing, and hours after the FBI released images showing a masked individual standing outside of Nancy Guthrie's home on the night she was abducted.
They just told me to stop moving, like, what's your name? Carlos, and that's it. They put me in the cop car. I hope they get the suspect, because I'm not it. They better do their job and find the suspect that did it so they can clear my name.
Any investigation, you're a person of interest until you're either eliminated or you're actually found to be the culprit or the culprits involved.
The FBI and Pima County Sheriff are urging people with any information that could help them find Nancy Guthrie to please call their tip lines. In the meantime, former Western New York FBI special agent is hoping this will be a turning point in the case, but after watching the video, he says this person is likely an amateur.
The guy shows up at the house. He tries to hide the camera with his glove, and then apparently he didn't come prepared to take the camera off, so he goes and he grabs some shrubbery or some leaves and tries to cover it up. I mean, if you knew the camera was there, all you have to do is bring a piece of tape, put it over the camera, bring a Post-it note, and just stick it over there. Anything, you know, like that.
He adds what's troubling is that there is not a proof of life for Nancy, which he finds surprising, suggesting it could be a loss of control by the suspect. More than 25 people are injured, including 2 airlifted to a hospital with life-threatening injuries following a mass school shooting in British Columbia, Canada.
Makes us think about our kids' safety when they're going to school. We take it for granted. You go to school, you come home safe. And events like this give us pause.
That's BC's Premier David Eby speaking on the deadly and rare school shooting at Tumbler Ridge Secondary School. The Royal Canadian Mounted Police say 7 people were found dead at the school, including a suspect who appeared to have died of a self-inflicted injury. An 8th person died on the way to the hospital, and 2 more people were found dead at a home authorities believe was connected to the shooting. Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney also responding, saying he's devastated by the attack.
It was called hazing, and that's not what hazing is. It was sexual assault, period, point blank, and it needs to be addressed as that.
Outraged parents and community members are demanding answers after they say the Warsaw School Board meeting provided none last night. Earlier this month, the Wyoming County School announced an investigation into what they call a hazing event, but folks we spoke to claim it's a pattern of sexual assault. One recent graduate says they know the victim, expressed their frustration the board didn't address the incident at all at the meeting.
I would have thought at least a teacher, principal, someone would have spoken up about the situation to let all the concerned parents out here know that, you know, something is being done and we don't need to worry. And people are saying that this is what boys do. That's not what boys do. Boys don't do that. Boys don't hold another down and proceed to do something against their will.
News 8 spoke with Warsaw Superintendent Dr. Michael Irizarry before the meeting, who declined to comment. The board is expected to hold another meeting later this month. The New York Civil Liberties Union is calling out the Leroy Central School District after they say students were instructed to role play as slaves, sharecroppers, and plantation owners in class. The district is defending the lesson. The controversy centers on a middle school activity last fall where pretzels were used as currency to illustrate economic dynamics tied to sharecropping. The group says the exercise was traumatic and are calling on the school to stop these types of activities, to provide support to affected students, and to implement staff training. Leroy Superintendent Merritt Hawley says the district investigated the incident and that the activity was intended to teach students about injustice and explain the cycle of poverty for African Americans. You can find the full statement from the district and the letter from the NYCLU on our website, rochesterfirst.com. Let's take a look at our sunrise traffic report. That view from our Greater Rock Sky Eye showing things moving at speed. There is an accident to look out for on Clinton Ave at Oakman Street. That was reported a few minutes ago. One at Smith Street at Vincent Street South. That was also reported a few minutes ago. There's an accident on Ridge Road between Shoecraft Road and Webster Commons Boulevard. That's causing a bit of a slowdown. Generally around town, things appear to be slowed down a little bit with yellow on our traffic map, so be careful on the roads this morning. Now check this out. The Rochester Lilac Festival is adding a flavorful new twist this year. For the first time ever, the festival is offering a premium food tasting event called the Lilac Table, a tasting collective. The ticketed experience will be on Saturday, May 16th from 1:30 to 4:30 p.m. behind the Lilac Adventure Zone on Highland Avenue. Guests will enjoy curated food and craft beverage pairings from some of Rochester's hottest restaurants and drink makers. There will also be live music, a welcome drink, and a locally curated gift bag. You can find ticket information on this article over at rochesterfirst.com. Are you going to make fun of me because I don't say lilac?
Oh, goodness. No, I think it's great. There's always a different way to say it.
Okay.
Right?
I'm glad.
Lilacs are sturdy bushes. They do not mind the cold.
Okay.
So that is good there. 8-day forecast. You got snow showers around coming in tonight. More lake effect that trickles into tomorrow morning. And then a nice little stretch through the weekend.
And make sure to catch us on Second Cup on the Rochester First streaming app this morning at 9 a.m. That does it for us. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on rochesterfirst.com, Facebook, X, and on our app for news and weather. Get the Rochester First streaming app today for everything you love from News 8 on demand, plus exclusive shows you won't see anywhere else. Search ROC and download for free on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV.